Hi, my name is Tim. Thank you so much for joining me today for the last video of 2020. Already the end of the year. Can you guys believe it? I don't know if it's just me, but the year went by so fast and so slow at the same times at certain points. But just wanted to say hello, do a different video that I generally don't do, talk a bit about myself, about the channel, about a bunch of stuff in general. So there's gonna be a couple timestamps down below right here, or you can just grab your snacks and watch the entire video. Would be appreciated. So first and foremost, gonna be doing a little year-end recap, then talking about the top movies that I've seen in 2020, then upcoming reactions, what you can actually expect from the channel, talking a bit more seriously at the end about mental health, 2020, and all of that, and that's pretty much it. I just want to thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Over 12,000 people right now. 12,000 people. Might not be a lot when you compare it to the Charlie D'Amelio's, the PewDiePie's, but 12,000 people. That's basically 12 times my high school that I went to. How crazy is that? But I started this channel June 4th. That was my first video, the Iron Man video. And then from there, I just continued uploading almost daily. I've calculated that my channel, right now when I'm recording, is 195 days old. So basically just over 6 months, over half a year, and I've watched 110 movies. If you guys have seen all of my movie reactions, let me know in the comments below, or I'm just curious, okay? What video brought you to the channel, or what video made you subscribe? Would be really interesting to know. But over 145 videos on the channel, that includes different videos, compilations, just part 2s when I did them in separate parts, and also the Mandalorian TV shows. Basically, most of you guys have been coming to the channel in the last 2 months, so most of you probably don't know about me, or apart from the movie reaction format, I haven't done many videos just talking to you guys like that. If you guys don't know, my name is Tim. I am French-Canadian. I come from Quebec. I'm 20 years old. Right now. What else can I say? Basically had no job for 2 months or so, from January, February, March, and then I decided to get off my butt and actually do something, and that's when I decided to do this channel. I had a gaming channel before, a mobile gaming channel, but kind of put that to the side and concentrated more on movies because I was having actually more fun doing this right now. In 6 months, got over 2 million total views on the channel, which is absolutely crazy. It's just a lot of eyeballs. But yeah, I've watched over 110 movies like I've just mentioned. Ton of them were great. Most of them were pretty amazing because most of them were suggested by you guys. And generally speaking, when you suggest a movie, it should be good. I don't know if that makes sense. Either way, here are some of my top movies. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about some franchises that I've just fell in love with. The Hunger Games franchise and the Jurassic Park franchise are definitely the most famous on my channel. And I know why. They were great, both of these series. Maybe not every single movie, every single moment, but generally speaking, both series were absolutely amazing. Then we got the Dark Knight trilogy, which I've also covered on the channel. And also Marvel, the entirety of the Marvel movies so far. Excited about the future of that and Star Wars. I gotta say, it's really hard to categorize which movie is the best, because for so many genres, I like movies and dislike them for different reasons. But in general, I gotta say that Avengers Infinity War was probably my favorite Marvel movie. And Star Wars, it was probably Revenge of the Sith. I don't know why, but I think it's just connecting the prequels to the original trilogy. Just, I don't know what to say. That movie was just incredible. And the entirety of the Mandalorian show, especially season 2. Just great. I'm loving it. And for the X-Men, it was definitely X-Men Days of Future Past. Just anything that has to do with time travel. You guys know that I absolutely love that. The top 3 movies of a year, it was really hard to say, but the movies that made me think the most, made me reflect on them after watching them, was probably Parasite, Shawshank Redemption, and The Green Mile. Absolutely love them. If you guys have any more suggestions of similar movies that, you know, you think a bit more about the movies. You have to go in depth to actually understand everything, but I like them for different reasons. The Green Mile was definitely one of the most emotional movies I've ever seen, so beware before watching it if you guys haven't seen that video yet. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption, what a beautiful story, and Parasite. I definitely did not expect to get dragged into a world, to appreciate a world that much. a Korean film or just a language that I don't know, that I don't speak, by just watching subtitles. I was so much in the movie. Didn't even know I was able to do that, but that just gives me so much more appreciation for other cultures, other movies, and I like to learn. I've always been somebody that likes to go to school or likes to learn, so it's really fun when I can learn about new cultures and just stuff that I didn't know before. There were a ton of other movies that I watched this year that were so incredible that I'm not going to be mentioning right now because I just want to narrow it down to my top 3. But if you guys haven't seen any of my previous reactions, definitely check out the playlist in the description below. It's just a playlist telling all the movies that I've done before. So if you guys want to catch up on any of that, feel free to do so. Enough talking about the past, let's talk about the future. Get you guys hyped a bit about the future of the channel. A ton more movies coming up soon. I'm not going to be slowing down anytime soon. I'm going to be doing at least 3 movie reactions per week. That's my goal. And if I can squeeze in one more every here and then, every once in a while, why not? And I'm going to try to do 1 series at the same time, 1 TV show if I can. I'm going to be trying to do all of the Disney Plus shows that are going to be coming up, especially anything Marvel or Star Wars. Like there's the Loki show soon, the Winter Soldier, the WandaVision, just a ton of other stuff, the Ahsoka, more Mandalorian, a ton of stuff on that part. But I also want to get your opinion, your ideas of what you guys actually want to see on the channel. I've heard a lot of people telling me to watch older movies. I've seen that some older movies, more classics, get more people in, more people talking about them because more people have seen them in general, or just nostalgic. I don't know, just reminding people of their childhood. I think that's a feeling that everybody can appreciate, stuff that just reminds you of your childhood. I had a couple TV shows that I want to definitely watch at some point and like to share my experience with you guys. I've got 3 shows right now. Let me know if you have any other suggestions, but I think something that is generally liked or a lot of people would like to see is the Game of Thrones. Definitely something that I want to dive in sometime. I don't know on the channel because I know there's a lot of graphic violence or nudity, that kind of stuff. I don't know what point. If it would be easy to cut out those scenes without missing some of the story, just let me know. Also, the Clone Wars, and also Rick and Morty. So all 3 series that I'm definitely interested in checking out. But I know it's a big commitment just starting to watch a series, especially if I do like 1 or 2 video a week. It's going to be taking me like 6 months or a year. So I'm waiting before doing that because it is a huge commitment. So I'd like to know your opinion on those right here. Get your feedback. So 2021, it's right around the corner. Gonna be doing at least 3 movie reactions a week and 1 TV show. If you guys are wondering why I'm actually looking right here, is because I have a couple bullet points, a couple stuff that I just want to talk about, so I don't go off track and just ramble on for hours, because I could probably do that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to diversify as much as I can. Newer movies, older movies, go on any genre, action, sci-fi, horror, thrillers, older movies, pretty much everything. And I'm gonna try to do a couple different stuff. I have had some suggestions lately on Patreon telling me to check a couple romance movies, so I'm going to be doing that, of course, at the end of January for Valentine's Day. And I'm also going to be looking at some musicals sometime in the future. Haven't looked at any of those, so, you know, just open my mind to different stuff, even though I already know those aren't going to be my favorite movies ever, but definitely want to look more into other cultures. Definitely want to watch more foreign films. I've watched a couple of South Korea films, and also want to go into some Bollywood sometimes. I've been watching a couple of them as well. Some of you guys might not know, but this is not my full-time job. I have another job aside from YouTube. Some weeks I haven't worked at all. Some weeks I've worked like 4 days, so it's ranging a lot. So being consistent on these uploads have been pretty hard, especially the editing part. Watching a movie for 2 hours, you know, it's pretty easy, but then there are 3-4 hours of editing after that. So it's a lot of work and tedious, and just listening to me watch a movie again. There's also a lot of dealing with copyright issues on the channel. Since I'm using other people's content, there's some rules and some guidelines I gotta follow. So that's why often you're gonna be seeing a watermark on screen. I really don't want to put that, but sometimes I don't have a choice because the video is gonna be getting blocked worldwide. So I can just not show the video at all, which just sucks. Or sometimes the videos are just gonna be demonetized. Doesn't change much, but it just means that I'm not gonna be able to make any revenue on the channel. And when I'm spending like from 7 to 10 hours on a project, on a video, and it just doesn't get any revenue, it just sucks. You know, not at the end of the world, but still kind of a letdown. But there are a lot of copyright issues on the channel. Like 90% of the videos on YouTube get automatically claimed, but it doesn't matter because of your help, especially on Patreon. I want to give a huge thank you to everybody that has been supporting me over the last few months. You guys probably all know at this point, but if you don't know, Patreon is just a platform where you can donate to some of your favorite creators, and in exchange you get a couple cool perks, like early access to my future videos, get to see the full-length reaction, so if you want to watch the entire movie with me, also vote in polls to decide what I watch next. Every week I do a poll where I select maybe 4 or 5 movies, and you select the one you want me to watch, and I just watch the one that has the most votes. So for all of those that have been supporting me over the last couple months, it's just been helping me a ton, especially in the weeks where I haven't worked that much. So instead of getting a second job like I had before the pandemic, I was actually a server, a waiter at a restaurant. But that revenue had to be taken somewhere else, so Patreon is really helping me right now since I'm in a apartment. I live with my younger brother. He's currently studying at school to become an electrician, but a part of that, I'm on my own here, so got a couple bills, so it's really been helping me a lot, so I can focus on the channel, focus on doing videos, actually doing something that I like, rather than just get another job somewhere where I don't know if it's gonna be secure or not, or if it's gonna be safe for my safety because of the pandemic going on right now, you know. Wanted to thank a couple Patreons specifically, so I got Mandeep Singh, Reeze Yraola, Bernardo Huesca, Kelsey, and Matthew Mann for helping me over the last few months. Even more is just really appreciated. And everybody else over here on screen, we got over 140 people right now, which is just crazy that so many people are wanting to help me right now or can help me. Even if you cannot contribute, they're just watching the videos, commenting and liking helps me so much. Just having some positive comments really helps me, really motivates me to keep on doing this. Even when I'm tired sometimes after work, gotta edit, do a lot of work, but it's just so fun to do this, especially with a lot of positive feedback. So I've been in this apartment for like 1.5 years, 2 years right now. At first I was with one of my friends, a roommate, but he moved out like beginning of March, right before the pandemic started here in Canada. So from March till June, I was pretty much alone here, which kind of sucks for a couple months. Didn't do much apart from play a ton of video games and watch YouTube. That's when I had a lot of fun watching music video reactions, actually. I'm a huge music nerd, listening to music basically 10 hours a day. Every time I'm not actually watching a movie or recording, I'm just listening to music. I think I had like 120,000 minutes on Spotify this year. So yeah, but just watching a ton of first time watching music videos or first time listening to music. But at some point I saw that some other people were actually doing this, but for some movies. So then I started watching a couple movie reactions and say, yo, I could do that. Went from gaming to movies, and pretty much I don't have the time to game anymore. I'd like to go back in there someday. Someday I will. But yeah, that's how I got into movies and movie reactions. That's pretty much it. Not a crazy interesting story, but that's it. And then, beginning of September, my little brother moved in with me while he's doing his electrician course right now in my city. It wasn't available where my parents live. So, yeah. Okay. Time to get a bit serious, okay? If you told me a year ago that my life would be like this right now, I wouldn't have believed you, seriously. My life was totally different and completely switched. With the lockdowns needing to stay inside, Quebec here had some pretty severe restrictions and it's still going on. Basically, you can't even meet with other people. Except like one person outside, and it's like -20 outside here, winter in Quebec, so not pretty practical. But I know it's been hard on a lot of people, especially people that have lost their jobs or got their hours cut. I got my hours cut a lot, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. But I'm a single dude alone in a small apartment, so you know, don't have many payments, don't have a lot of stuff going on, so it's fine. But for other people with a lot more responsibilities, I gotta say it must not have been easy, especially for some countries or some places with not a lot of help from the government, which kind of sucks, but not much you can do in those situations right now apart from getting in debt. So hopefully all of you guys are doing well on that part. And it's also been a lot of stress for many people, whether it's for health issues, being concerned of going out. A lot of people are scared of just going out in public, not sure what to do. So many rules, so many stuff going on actually. And for some other people, it's just the social isolation, just being apart from other people, not able to go out with friends just like you did before. That's the hardest part. And I gotta be honest, that's probably the hardest part for me right now. Not being with other people. Before I was a social butterfly. You can ask my friends like in 2019 going out pretty much every weekend, just going out, and now I haven't in like 8 or 9 months. everything is closed. Even the restaurants are closed right now. Not much you can actually do, but you gotta live like that. You gotta wear your mask. You know, sometimes I met up with one friend or two, but that's it. So the social isolation, not seeing other people, has been kind of hard, affecting my mental health sometimes, but I'm really happy that I found a voice. I found a way to express myself just through these videos. It's might be kind of dumb to say, but for me it makes a big difference just being able to speak openly and just having some fun, and sometimes just rambling on for 2 hours. That's pretty much what I do every day on this channel, and people actually tuning in, watching me, it's a crazy feeling. I don't know, it's just weird, and it truly means the world to me when some people just message me either on Patreon, on Instagram, or whatever, and just tell me, hey, thank you so much for your videos, been helping me through the quarantine, just entertaining yourself for like a couple hours here and there, just thinking about other stuff, just distracting you. And that actually means a lot, because that's not my intention or what I actually thought with these videos, but I'm really happy if it actually helps some of you guys, because it's helping me as well. So thank you guys, that's pretty much it. I don't know if it sounds weird, but just helping me through this pandemic right now, really helping me a lot. So I really hope the channel is gonna keep on growing in 2021. We're barely getting started right here. I see a bright future for this. Hopefully it depends on you guys if you like my videos or not. But yeah, hopefully we can continue on building this community. What I like most about these videos is the interaction I get with you guys, which it's either on Instagram, Patreon, or just on the YouTube comments themselves. When I watch a movie and then I post it, and then there's a ton of comments just telling me some behind the scenes, some other facts, some other stories about the actors that I didn't know. Just getting a little thread in the comments like that. I like it. It's just really fun having that interaction right there. I read all of the comments of the channel, but sometimes don't have time to respond to all of them. So as soon as I read them, I heart them after that. I'm going to be responding every once in a while, but you know, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes there's a lot of comments, but I'm just really happy that I'm getting a lot of support and motivating me to continue doing this. So thank you. So that's pretty much all I had written down, all I had to say. So thank you so much if you made it to the end. Like and comment. Just let me know you made it to the end. Really appreciate it. So that's gonna be it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this one as well. So you know, you're already here. Why not check a couple of videos, you know?